and welcome. It's Ashley here with this week's Stamp Create Repeat video for Your Next Stamp. I'm going to start out today by showing you the project that I'll be making. I'm going to make this sweet little unicorn card. I think it's so cute. It could be used for a birthday card, a thank you card. It really could be any occasion because it just says smile, and I'm so in love with these adorable little unicorns. And I've got some glittery gumdrops on here, and you can see the sweet little unicorn on the swing and the little dancing one there. So I'll start out just by sharing with you the products I used, and I'll link them all below in the description box. You can find them over in the Your Next Stamp store. So I used the Your Next Stamp Black Olive ink, the Your Next Stamp wire snips. I used these Watermelon Party sparkly gumdrops. They are so pretty, and I love the sparkle on them. So I used some of the green, pink, purple, and light pink. Then I used this Doodlebug Fairy Tales paper. I thought the stars went really cute with the little stars that were on the unicorn swing there. For the stamp set, I used this one here, which is called Unicorns Rock, and I absolutely love this stamp set. It is the cutest unicorn stamp set I've ever seen, and I cannot get over this one on the swing. It is just so precious, and it was really fun to color these up with their cute little hair and do different colors, and I can't wait to use that one where she's having a little beverage there. There's also coordinating dies that you can purchase separate for that one. And then I used this awesome panel die here. This is the Photo Booth panel die. And it has everything in it that you need to make the card that I'm going to share today. It has the panel, it has the center part where you can put smile, the little stars there for the accent, and then you also get 3 different little windows. You can have this plain square, stitched, or there's one where you can open up the little window as well. So it's a really good value. You can make quite a few different card layouts with it. So let's get started. I'm going to take this Photo Booth panel die, and I just love how much stuff you get on this. It's jam-packed with a ton of cute different squares, so you can really change up the way your card's bases look, and I love how it has this little center smile, but you can also remove that if you want to just add a different sentiment in the middle there. So I'm going to take that main panel and put it on some white cardstock and trim that out with my Sizzix die cutting machine. So I've got my panel there, and then I'm going to cut out another one with the white star paper that I had, and I'm just taking a piece of pink paper, and I'm going to run it through that center part so that I can use that for the smile. And then I take the smile word and put that through the die cutting machine. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that pink paper, and I'm going to run it through twice to get some of those cute little stars. And I love that you get that little bit of accent there. It gives you a cute little touch of sparkle on your card. Now I'm going to stamp out my images. I could not decide which ones to use because I love them all so much, but I knew I had to go with this swing one because it's my absolute favorite. Probably one of the cutest images I've ever seen. And then I'm going to do this little dancing one as well. And then I'm just taking my wire snips and cutting out the coordinating dies. And I'm going to use some Post-it note tape to put this down. And if you're getting the unicorns, definitely get the coordinating dies to go with it because it cuts all around that little swing and it just cuts out so nicely. I'll show you the little reveal. I always love this part. And then for this one with the music and where it's dancing, it cut out the little music notes separately. And then there's the little swing one. So to begin with, I'm using my Copic markers. I'm using E57 for the little swing part, and then I'm blending that out with E55. And I'm just doing the darkest portion where the unicorn is sitting because that's where the darkest shadows would be, and then blending that out with E53. For the stars and the middle of the flowers, I'm going to use Y38 and blend that out with Y32. I just love how whimsical that little one is on the swing, and you can get really creative with colors for the hair and for the bodies. You could do them all sorts of colors as well. I'm going to use N0 for the body of the unicorn. I wanted it to be kind of like white with a little tinge of shadow. So I'm just using the N0 for a little bit of shadow on the unicorn. And then for the little kind of like the hooves, I'm going to use C4 and C2. You could also do those in some funky colors as well. And then I took the N0 again just to darken that shading up a little bit more. I wanted it to be a little bit darker. I took some R20 just to give some blush on the cheeks, and I put R20 in the little belly button, and then I went over that with C2 just to give it a little bit like a lighter shade with shading. And then I used the R20 inside the ears with R22 for a little bit of extra shading. For this first part of the hair, I used RV14, RV13, and RV11. Then I go in with BG13 and BG10. And then I decide to do some purple. So for the purple, I use V17 and V12. And then I'm going to use those same colors for the little unicorn horn. And then for the little flower, I use RV14 and RV11. And then the other flower I do in V17 and V12. And then I did the flower on this little guy also in RV14 and RV11. And then for the hair, I thought I'd use some green, so I used YG06, YG03, and YG00. And then I'm going to go in with some yellow, which I used Y38 and Y32. And then some blue, I used BG13 and BG10. And then I realized there was also a little bit of hair behind its ear, so I'm using that green color combo and yellow color combo there as well. And then I just went inside the nose with R20 and C2 to just blend it a little bit. And then I decided I didn't like how the shading looked with the N0, so I went over it with W1, and I like that better. It gave it a little bit more shading and made it more pronounced. I like that. And then I realized there was a little bit more of some hair at the bottom for its tail, so I just went in with the same green and blue color combo for that. So now I have everything to put my card together. I have an A2 sized card base in pink, and then I'm just going around the outside of the little panel die here. And I'm just taking my finger to flick in all of the adhesive, and then I'm just going to center it there. And now I'm going to take this little star piece to put in the middle and the little pink piece where I had the smile sentiment. And then I'm just going to add it in the middle there. And I love how the smile letters from below pop through with the little star accent. And I'm just adding in all the little squares here. Looks so cute. And as I mentioned, there's just so many ways you'll be able to use this die set. I was just playing around a little bit how I want them to go, and then I add in those little stars, which I think are so fun. I just love how you get all the components that you need to make this card. And then I'm just adding on the little music notes there. And then I'm going to adhere on this little cutie with the swing. So cute. And I'm just going to adhere on now all the little stars. And if you make this into a shaker card, you could even use those little stars as the accent pieces, like the confetti inside. So there is the card like that, and now I want to add on some gumdrops. These are the Watermelon Party gumdrops, so I was trying to decide where I wanted to kind of put them, and I play around with it a little bit. I was going to decorate around the stars, and then I decided what I would do is put the little gumdrops where the little unicorns were. So I put some pink and green and pink and purple. And then I decided I wanted to put some of the light pink ones right beside the smile to really make it stand out. So that was my card for this week. I hope that you enjoyed. I would love if you took the time to leave a comment. Don't forget to head over to the Your Next Stamp YouTube channel and subscribe for more videos. And I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye now.